the standard is you'll see on most homes is the timberline asphalt type shingles. That's whether gray or black. That's the standard that you'll see on most homes. You'll have a few homes that go with the rolled and pressed steel roofs, metal roofs, and they last a lifetime, but you'll pay 3 times what you would for the other one for the material and labor of installing it. And then the other type of roof material, if you want to get real crazy, you can go with the tile or the slate, but that's very rare. And that's a roof like that ends up costing you $50,000 or $60,000 depending on the size of the house. The timberline asphalt shingles, they have a warranty of 30 to 50 years on them, depending on which you buy. And they do last. Unless there's a major hailstorm, then you can get some dings in them. The steel roofs last a lifetime. They're not going anywhere, but they're a lot more expensive. And then I don't think the tile or slate are very durable at all, but people like the look of them, and they'll pay for it on their very large homes. All roofs, all attics have to be vented. Everything about a home is it has to breathe, from insulation to roofing to attic space. House has to be able. If a house is too tight, then you got to put more money into it in mechanicals to exchange the air, have an air exchanger in it. But if a house can't breathe, then you're going to get moisture buildup. You're going to get wood rot. A house has to breathe. You have to have proper ventilation. You have to have soffit vents. Air has to flow. There are certain climates that do need more intense insulation because the weather is so much harsher in the desert climates and in the up north. But in the middle of the world, like I say, you don't need top-of-the-line windows. You don't need top-of-the-line insulation. It's just a cost where you're throwing money away. That would hurt your budget big time. I tell all my clients we don't need this, and when we get through the build, we just get into even the sheetrock stage, and it got cold that night, and the house was warm earlier that day, and then we don't have the furnace on in there. There's nothing going on, and you come into the house the next morning, and it's still warm in there, and they're very, very pleasantly surprised. And we didn't do any of the super costly procedures that would have really hurt their budget. By doing insulation, it would have cost 3 times as much, and doing windows, it would have cost 5 times as much. So there's proof in the pudding that our climate isn't conducive to spending that kind of money. When you get the same look and the same results for a fraction of the cost.